there was a topic that we left off on last pod, our vodcast, whatever you want to call it. Um, it was going to be about the Billie Eilish album that just recently dropped, this year, I guess?
Yeah, I was like maybe 3 months ago.
3 months ago. Okay.
And I just want to preface, I wore this hat specifically for this episode.
Oh, I know.
This is my new Billie Eilish hat that I actually got in the mail today.
I know. She FaceTimed me and was like, I was like, that looks tight.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's a pretty sick hat.
I was like, that looks like an old skater hat, that back in the day.
So. Yeah. But I'm so glad it came in for today, for the conversation we're about to have. If I could just preface a little bit. The way we left it on the last episode, and you corrected me earlier when we were talking offline, I could have sworn that you were going to say that you didn't like the most recent album that she put out.
Okay.
And you corrected me. I thought you said that.
I had receipts, bro. I had receipts.
You did have receipts, yes.
It was on camera. It was on audio. Receipts.
Yes. Yep. So I kind of want to get into that. I kind of want to know what you were going to say.
Before we start, hold on.
Okay.
I need you to apologize for saying what you thought I said.
I'm not apologizing. That's crazy.
Come on.
I'm not apologizing for anything.
All right. Let's just jump into it. You go ahead and start it.
Well, she's on my top artist list, right? So she is like my, I guess you could say, favorite artist, right?
Like right now, right? Or not of all time, but like right now. And
honestly, of all time.
Wow.
It used to be, my favorite like artist used to be like Hayley Williams.
Okay, Paramore.
Paramore. But Billie Eilish, I don't know. I really, really, really like her music.
Okay. So with that statement, why?
Mostly because of the diversity of her music.
Okay.
She put out 3 different albums already, not including her EP albums.
Okay.
And even her EP albums have been amazing. I think that obviously When We All Fall Asleep, she went like the whole, that's the one with I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
And she got famous off of that.
Right.
She got famous off of Ocean Eyes.
That's the one I know.
But that's her first big album. And it was more of like bass, like boom, 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 boom. And then her second album, whoa, like she kicked it up like almost like she matured in a way, like even though she's so young, her music matured. I think I'll say this because I also saw this in a video where I watched of her. Her music matured a little too much. It was still good. It was still really, really good because that album has Happier Than Ever. That's that album. That's her second album.
I really like that album too.
But the whole album?
Majority of the songs I did like. Some of them I couldn't relate to them because I'm not a woman. There was a lot of like those type of songs.
Makes sense.
But there were some songs like what is it? Power? Is that what it's called?
Your Power. Yeah.
Your Power. That was a good one. Like there was just some other ones I can't think because I haven't listened to the album yet as much as the new one.
NDA's on that album.
Yeah.
Lost Causes on that album.
And it was diverse, where it was like a mix, a mixture of a bunch of different stuff, which I really liked.
Yeah.
But
wait.
This is where, I mean, are you finished on?
No. Let me go into the third album.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna let Marley finish.
And the third album, which is probably right now my favorite album.
Okay.
So it's this one that just came out. It's called oh my gosh, what's this album called?
Better Than Now. Hold on. Spotify listeners, you know what to do.
Gosh, for it being my favorite album and I don't know the name of the album.
It's because the album name doesn't matter. It's the music that we care about.
Did she call it Birds of a Feather? No.
Oh, Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Hit Me Hard and Soft. Yes, you're right. I know this album got a lot of hate because it was so different. from what her usual stuff is.
Okay.
And she produced more of this album than her. Well, he produced it, right? The brother Phineas produced it, but she put it a lot more.
Like input on like the music and stuff like that.
And after, because I'm a lyrics person too.
Okay.
Because I listen to slow music, you know, acoustic music, so that's more about like lyrics. Listen to the lyrics, and I thought almost all her songs. There's only one song on the album that I don't like, but I like all the other songs, and I can listen to them daily. So, favorite album. It was really good. This hit me hard and soft.
Okay. Hit me hard and soft. I re-listened to it this past weekend.
Before you give me your updated answer.
Okay.
What were you going to say at the end of the pod?
Okay.
Before you give your updated answer.
Spoiler alert, I guess. What I was going to say is that there was some choices in the album that threw me off to not like the album. Okay. There was some music choices that I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why do I want to listen to this? Like, you had a good thing going with the like, because in some songs she did like a thing where she did a portion of it one way and then she changes it, which a lot of people have been doing that. That's like a new thing.
Almost all her songs do that on that album.
Exactly. Some of them are good and some of them are not. I'm not like, nah. And when I first listened to the album, I did like a quick, like, try to listen to every song.
You looked at the album cover and then you
yeah, exactly. But when I re-listened to it, okay, so I had that opinion of like, that's why I was gonna say I wasn't really digging the album.
Okay.
I was gonna say that. I was on the last pod. I was gonna say I'm not into it. I don't like this. I re-listened to it, and to be fair, majority of the songs I did like. I still wasn't agreeing with those choices. I just skipped it after that part. I'm like, at those parts that I didn't like, I just skipped the song. Yeah.
Some of the best parts of those songs is the second part of the song though. Like Wildflower, I know you heard it live. Remember when she does it live in that and they do that like really, really amazing like outro. That's one of the best. Blue,
but
Bittersweet.
Oh, Blue.
That's the last song.
Blue to me is where it has that like bass where she does her deep voice in it, right? That's Blue. Dang. I should have wrote these down.
She starts the song. But in the middle of the song, she does go into bass.
Yeah.
And she goes, and I can't sing, and that's like that's the feel of the song. Bro. Where you're like that.
Bro, that when I heard that, I was like, I want more of that.
So good.
I want more of that.
Don't you think that kind of replicates her like first album though? Because her first album was like bass.
Yeah, but the thing is that it was done in a cool way on that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
What's the other one? L'Amour de
Yes.
L'Amour
de Vida, I think it is.
Yeah, it looks like the love of my life.
I think it's like, I think I'm Spanishing it up.
No, it looks like Spanish. Yeah. Like if you look at it, it looks like L'Amour de mi vida, but it's French, I think.
Yeah.
Right? It's French.
Yes, it is.
Or it would be Mi Amor de Vida or something like that. I'm Hispanic, but I'm not that.
We're going to have your wife.
I know. She's going to correct
you
me
on that one.
But see, that one, in the second part of that one, I change it. I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it. I don't.
She said she made that song she said she wanted a song like it to feel like you were like at the gym, right? Like you start off like really, I wish you the best. And then you're like, okay, it's time for me to run.
I feel like it was like you were what is it? Not a meme. But like what's the word?
It was so good that
like it was a bit. Like it felt like it was a bit. Like they did it on purpose, like if it was like a joke. I'm like, why?
Mark, it was I'm so sorry, you might have to cut that.
Oh no, that's fine.
It was so good that they made an extended part of just that end part of it. She made a second verse to the second part of that song. It's the edited extended version.
Oh,
People like that song so much. I like that song so much. That was my first favorite song of the album, but I think Blue is my favorite
I
song.
think like I'm not as big as of a Billie Eilish fan as you are, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why you were digging it.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
I mean, was that her decision or was that Phineas's decision on that part?
That part I don't know. You know, I wasn't in the writing room. I wasn't in the.
I thought you had some insight because you bought that hat.
Dude, this hat. When I opened this hat though, it was like really big, and I was like, "Oh no, my head's not gonna fit it." Look, I'm on the third one.
Oh no, dude, this looks tight.
Yeah, I like
Audio
it.
listeners, it's a blue and black.
Does it like almost remind you of like old trucker hat? No, right?
No, it's more of like a skater hat, and it
like
has
this right here.
Billie in the middle of it for Billie Eilish.
Yep.
It's pretty simple, but it's like so cool.
I bought this hat like 2 months ago. I've been waiting for
Oh,
it
you
to.
barely got
I've
it.
been waiting for it to ship, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, back to our review
Ye-
of this.
Honestly, I can appreciate it. What you said about it. I appreciate you going back to listen to it.
Oh, I did.
I don't agree with some of the things you still said about it.
Like one song I don't listen to is Lunch because I don't relate to that song, and you know,
I get it.
There's some parts in it I'm like, come on.
I think though, right, is that
Or Skinny. I don't. The music is good, but the lyrical content, because I do listen to lyrics, but it's like I understand her content or what she's trying to say.
Yep.
Where I'm like, this is not for me, but good on you, kind of thing. Because some of those songs I don't understand because I just don't relate to them. But not to say they're bad songs. I'm just saying that they were not my cup of tea. Some of them, but like the musicality of them were good.
If I could say one more thing on it, the way that I like the way she describes her music is that it's not supposed to be literal, right? So when she's singing Lunch, I know what you're talking about. It's like, okay, but she doesn't mean it her literally. She wants you to feel like put yourself in the in
Oh,
shoes.
okay.
So like, not to be graphic. No, I think we should. The song itself, you have to like do it prospectively rather than you're like, why, what, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. That's what I like about her music, right? I can relate to it many ways for myself.
But can I tell you, I will. I think we agree to disagree on some things, right? I think that's where we stand on this.
Yes.
Okay, because what I was gonna say about this album that I felt like from the last album, she should have really went. This is what I wanted. Okay, this is not what she needed to do, but this is what I wanted.
Okay.
Like, I wanted her to do more of a rock sound instead of a pop sound.
I remember you saying that.
To me, when she did, why is it?
Happier Than Ever.
Happier Than Ever at the end, or when it goes into that
Call me again. That part,
bro. I was like, man, I would listen to a whole album just like this. And that was when we were talking about she was coming out with a new album. You said something. Oh, you need to hear this. And I'm thinking, I'm not hearing any like rock vibes. And when it came out, I'm like, where's the rock? Because in my head, I was like, she's going to go down this path of like doing a little bit of rock and pop. And she didn't. So I was like, man. So maybe I built up an expectation in my head thinking, oh, this is going to be a rock album.
That makes sense.
Like in her own version of rock, as we can say. Like,
yeah.
I really like that because I'm a rock guy. You know, I love all types of rock.
Are you a rock guy or are you like a pebble rock guy?
What do we talk about cringe, bro? What happened? I thought we had a meeting about this already, about the cringe and like trying to cut back.
You gotta admit that was a good one though.
No.
It was such a good one.
Like, what the heck? No, I'm talking about rock guy, like music rock, not the Pebbles rock.
Okay. Woo.
Man,
Oh,
that was a killer,
that
huh?
was good. I get it though. I get what you're saying. I truly do.
Yeah, so I was hoping she'd go down that path.
She might
But
still.
there's still time.
Yeah.
Look.